We're here at the Polynesian Resort. Ohana is reopening.
Because the dinner came with noodles, wings, skewers of meat brought to your table. And they just got the meat out and gave it to you. And it was really good. It was a very good dinner. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, people really liked it a lot.
And they finally announced the reopening. And on that reopening, we had a picture like this. Yeah. No skewers, nothing.
No peel and eat shrimp. Now we have some kind of casserole.
Yeah.
What is this, 1950?
They confirmed noodles are back after the uproar, after the terrible comments. Noodles are back. It's an exciting day. That was all exciting. But little did they know, that one big announcement was a big announcement, but it didn't cover all the skewers, it didn't cover all the shrimp.
It's not enough.
I don't think it's enough. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna try out the dinner.
We'll go in with an open mind and share it with you guys, but
you'll be the first to see it. I mean,
yeah.
Very hot hand, okay? And your skillet, 8 ways.
Alright, it looks pretty good. We have sausage, chicken, the noodles, and then the shrimp casserole. See.
It's sausage, it's good sausage. Does it hold up to the Ohana standard? That's where it's kind of hard. You try anything else? What do you think of the chicken? Oh, it's me. The chicken, it's okay chicken. It just doesn't have the flavor that it used to have. I hope it's as good. This could save the meal.
I like the flavor of the steak. I like the way it was cooked. But the steak itself, I feel like if I keep eating it, my jaw is gonna fall off.
That being said, though, all the other meats weren't really impressive. I have to say I was very disappointed.
Talking about the shrimp casserole now, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was a massive disappointment. Like the pot stickers and the wings, but nothing else was really, I didn't really enjoy anything else that much, to be honest.
Very disappointing.
Yeah.
Ohana was such a good meal. They brought you all the meats. Every single meat was really good. The chicken was my favorite. And they just completely, it was just so hard for me personally because I really like that. It's a meal that I like to come here, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
Maybe it'll improve with time. This is the first day it's reopened, so we'll have to see what other reviews come out or see what we hear, but for now, I don't know if I'll be rushing to come back anytime soon.
No. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're here back at the Polynesian. Yeah, we had a pretty sad intro there. Not an event we look back fondly of, and I don't think we really kept it a secret. We did not like the new version of Ohana. The food was definitely not the same quality. I don't think it lived up to that. And overall, I think we were just disappointed. And hopefully that little intro kind of summed up what we thought of it.
Yeah, all the changes that happened, the shrimp casserole, I think I called it a major disappointment.
Yeah, it was.
And it was just kind of just not what we expected at all.
Yeah, and they had something that was really really unique and kind of just made it more generic, which was kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But I didn't see this coming, but apparently the other day rumors came out that Ohana is switching back to their old meat. Yeah, those rumors were kind of really weird. I mean, if that was great though, I mean, imagine if that happened.
So we actually woke up this morning and we checked the Ohana menu and we realized that it said the peel and eat shrimp was back, the chicken was different. I think the old bread is supposed to be back.
Yeah, and no sausage either. So
they do still have the broccolini instead of the old mixed vegetables they used to have. But a lot of good things are going back. I'm excited to see how it compares to what we remember Ohana to be before. And if we can up our rating for it now that they have an improved menu.
So we're gonna go tonight, try out the new menu, see if it's as good as we remember, and see if it's definitely a higher rating, as Matt said.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna check in pretty soon, and yeah, I guess let's get going.
Yep, let's go.
All right, we're all checked in. I'm excited to give this another go. It smells good. I saw them grilling some skewers before. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, I'm excited to give it a try. I'm excited to see if it's any better. Another thing we were talking about is when we first came back, the bread pudding was not the same at all. But now that they're using the same bread they used to, I wonder if the bread pudding is going to be back to how it was before. I don't know. I'm curious to see. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, we'll see how much of an extent this has changed, which I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
All right, here we go.
Same old story or as much as you want to leave room for dessert? Your table doesn't exist over here.
Thank you. All right, so we have our table here. I'm really excited. They just confirmed with us the menu has changed, and we're really excited.
Yeah. He was saying the shrimp is back, and then there was the chicken that I think it still had a chimichurri sauce like it did when we first came back, but it is a different style of chicken.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try. He made it sound like the chicken was really good, so I'm excited to give it a try.
Yeah, and especially I feel like the chicken the old one was a little bit dry, not very flavorful. I feel like if it was more flavorful, the chimichurri would go excellent with it. So we'll see how it tastes.
All right, so it did say on the menu online that they were going to have the classic Ohana bread, but they have the scones like they had before when they first reopened. I don't know if the Ohana bread will be back at some point, but it's not back yet. And then they also brought us honey butter with it as well. And then we had the salad here. I believe this is the same salad.
It's the mixed green with the citrus vinaigrette with the separate one.
Yep.
Which also looks, I like this one a lot, so I'm glad that's still here. And another thing that our waiter said was that they still have the sausage, which is pretty interesting. We'll see how that works. I don't know if that's temporary either, but they still have it.
I think he did say today we have the sausage, so it might be just today since they still have some left.
Okay, well, there we go.
All right, Goo. You tried one of the scones. What do you think?
Still as good as I remember them. I personally really liked the scones last time. I just felt like they were kind of out of place with the whole meal. Like, it just felt kind of weird having them here. But overall, they're really good. I like them.
All right, I got some of the salad here. I think it's exactly the same as the salad we had when we were here before for part 1 of Ohana's reopening. I think the dressing really makes the salad overall because the mixed greens by itself, as expected, are just kind of bitter. But the nice, the citrus cuts through really nice.
I will also say the greens definitely don't feel as fresh as they used to be. They're a little bit more like harder texture. But still, the dressing is definitely what makes it, and I think the dressing is still decent here. And it looks like they brought out our skillet here, which includes, of course, the noodles, the pot stickers, the wings, the broccolini, and yes, today they do have the sausage, which is nice to see here. And overall, I didn't think the sausage was bad, but if it was replacing like the meats, I don't think it belonged with the meats. But overall, like with this appetizer skillet, I don't think this is a bad thing to have here.
Yeah. I wanted to check real quick on the menu to see if the price was the same as before. I think we paid
55.
55.
And as of this morning, it is.
It's still 55 as far as the menu says. So you're still getting even more now for the same price, which I think before we said we felt it was a little bit expensive for what we were getting. So I'm interested to see how I feel at the end of this meal, if I'm getting my bang for my buck. $55 is a lot of money for a meal.
Yeah, definitely. There you go, the noodles are back.
Yeah, there you go. As far as I remember, last time we were here, they were the same exact noodles as before. They hadn't changed at all. So I'm assuming they're going to be the same this time too. It's a big mouthful right there. There we go. Yep, still exactly the same. Still really good. Really nice flavor, really nice texture. Probably one of my favorite things on Disney property.
Yeah, the noodles are always a classic. Good that they're here. Overall, though, everything is pretty decent so far. I just tried the sausage too, which was, if I remember correctly in the last video, the only problem I had with it was kind of like a replacement for a couple things, kind of like an add-on. And I honestly feel like it's not bad here, but getting it along with the meats and everything else, I feel like it's not a bad thing to have along here, along with everything. It's definitely not bad at all. Just more average, and I don't think it's a fit replacement for anything. But overall, really, really decent. The noodles are good. The wings, I'm gonna try in a moment. Everything's decent so far. But at this point in the original video, pretty much everything was decent anyway.
At this point, things haven't gone sour yet in the first video.
So we'll see. I'm hopeful though. Overall, the wing was pretty good. This one I had was like a little tough, but I think that was just one of the wings. I think they're all, everyone's different, so I'm not gonna really take much against that. But overall, I think this whole skillet they brought us already, very good. And I think this is the strongest thing. I actually said after the meal at the Ohana before this, if they just had the appetizer skillet and didn't have the meats and at a cheaper price, I'd definitely come back.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the meats are. I think that's definitely gonna tell us how the meal is.
And we actually just got the chicken, right?
Yeah, we did.
Let me see if I can show it to you guys. It doesn't look exactly what I expected it to look like. It's bone-in still, isn't it?
It looks like
But it does look grilled. I think before it was like roasted or baked or something. It does look grilled, but it has a little bit more of a char on it this time. So I'm excited to see how it is.
Yeah. And I just wanted to give another look at the chicken. It definitely looks more like a bone-in chicken again, but it looks pretty. I think they grilled this over the fire, so I think you'll definitely get that char. We'll see how it tastes. It definitely looks better than the last one, but we'll see. Meanwhile, when we were describing the chicken, the steak came out too. I don't know. It looks pretty similar to the steak they had before.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's the same thing that they had. Ooh, it's falling. The same thing they had on the Ohana reopening. But we'll see. We'll try it out.
So I just tried the chicken, and it was like a flashback. Like it took me back to the old Ohana.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
It looks like you're joking.
It tastes like the old Ohana chicken.
Okay, let me try it.
It's like in the movies when like they zoom into the eye and like it shows a flashback. That's what happened to me. It's the old Ohana chicken. It's on a bone, but it's the old Ohana chicken.
I have to admit, I'm kind of skeptical. It doesn't look like the Ohana chicken. Try it. Okay. It is. It is. It's juicy. It's flavorful. This is making me happy here.
Yeah.
I really was not expecting. I thought this was going to be a dried up piece of chicken like we had last time.
I was worried when you brought it out.
Yeah, me too. Oh, this is really good. You can taste the char. You can taste the flavor.
The sauce on it is really nice.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chimichurri. This is fantastic.
I will say I do prefer eating it when it doesn't have a bone on it. That's just my personal preference, but this is Ohana chicken, and I'm not really going to complain at this point. It's back, and it's still as great as it used to be.
It's fantastic. I can't eat it fast enough.
They brought out the shrimp. This looks pretty different compared to last time.
It's definitely different from
Like the original one, I mean.
From the original. I don't know if it's different from the original one. I will say it has
There's
like these
peppers
in it.
Yeah.
Peppers with it, but it is similar like in looks. It's the same peel and eat shrimp from before. It's just cooked differently maybe, or like prepared differently. But it looks very similar, just the shrimp itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm excited to give it a try.
And here's another look at the shrimp. Since this is definitely newer. There's some peppers in there. I think that's actually a good thing. Oh.
And you're well taken care of by your waiters and waitresses and everyone else here, our cast members.
I love the music here.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love that they have that going.
It really has the mood here. Sets the mood. But we have all our meats here. So far, I'm really not disappointed. You tried the steak. What do you think? Is it as chewy as you?
I have the same issue I had last time where it's pretty chewy.
It's taking like 3 years to cut through.
Yeah, the flavor is really nice. It's still kind of chewy, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a better mood this time. It's harder to complain. The chicken is back. The shrimp, what it looks like, is back. Everything is back except the bread. I'm excited.
You know, we're gonna have to order a lot more chicken. I honestly really didn't try the shrimp before very much back in the day. I wasn't a huge shrimp person back then, so I'm excited to try it now. All right, so I'm gonna try one of these shrimps. How do you peel this anyway? I'm not.
That's just just tearing the head off. Yeah, you can see that.
The shrimp's really good. I honestly didn't try the shrimp like back in the day, but I will say this shrimp is definitely an improvement from the casserole. Flavorful. You definitely have some spices in there from the peppers. What do you think, guys? Does it taste like it used to be?
I don't think it's exactly like it used to be. It is flavorful.
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't think it's exactly like it used to be. I don't think so.
Are you saddened by it? Or are you...
Not really. It's good. And it's far better than the casserole.
Yeah.
Not disappointed.
Yeah. If this was like a predecessor of the original Ohana, and they just replace it like this. I mean, there's definitely things you can like really look at and really be mad about. But overall, I wouldn't be like really disappointed with this one. The last one I was really disappointed. I didn't think that could ever replace the original Ohana. Over here, it's not that bad, honestly.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I felt like the old one was kind of like a really cheap replacement of Ohana, but this is definitely on the quality level. Everything's really good. I think everything is to that Ohana standard. Even though it's different, I still think it's there. I think it's a very decent meal here. We asked for some more noodles, and they brought us a huge skillet.
I'm excited.
Like, this is like a full-size skillet,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
noodles.
That's like the size of the skillet they brought all of our sides in. So
This is great. And they're steaming too, so that's... There we go. Okay, so we pretty much just ate everything. Dessert's coming out now. What do you think so far?
I really liked everything so far. I'm really happy with how it's been. I think the dessert is gonna be the deal breaker. But overall, everything's been really good so far.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad the chicken's back. I'm glad the shrimp are back. And everything is just like to that Ohana standard so far for me. Everything's flavorful. Everything's really good. And honestly, I am really impressed so far.
Yeah.
But I guess dessert's gonna come soon, and I guess we'll see how that is. All right, they brought the bread pudding. It looks really good. It actually does. Maybe I'm just imagining it. It does look a little bit different to me.
It looks a little bit different. It still doesn't have the bananas in the sauce.
Yeah, that's the only issue
The
I have.
sauce used to be a bananas foster sauce, and now it's just caramel.
And then they also brought us a Rice Krispie treat too. Sometimes they do that, and especially if you don't want this dessert, they always have things available. So if you have any kids who don't want that, make sure you ask, because usually they do have options. But here it is. I'm pretty excited to try it out.
It still has the pieces of pineapple in it, which I don't think it used to, and it has recently. But we'll give it a try.
I don't think it tastes like the old bread.
Yeah,
Probably the same thing we had last time.
I think it is. Yeah.
So overall, I think this is the exact same dessert we had during the reopening. It doesn't taste like the original bread. It definitely has more pineapple in there, which Matt said he did not care for. I personally don't mind pineapple, and I think it's still pretty decent. And another thing I will point out, we mentioned this in the reopening video. The sauce is just normal standard caramel sauce. It's not the banana foster, whatever it used to be, which is pretty disappointing. Overall, though, it still is decent. I don't think this is terrible. It's still a good thing here. I just wish they were able to just make it what it used to be. That's my only complaint here. I still like it, though.
I like the ice cream, and I like the caramel sauce on the ice cream. So it's not a total loss for me. I mean, I'm not gonna say much about the bread pudding itself, just because I know I don't like pineapple. So if you like pineapple, it'll probably be something you'll enjoy. But for me personally, it's just not something I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, I think the old original Ohana bread pudding is definitely better. But I still think this isn't a bad dessert here. I still think it's a nice bread pudding. I think it's really good, but I don't think anything can live up to that old bread, the old sauce. Yeah, I don't think it's a major mark against it though, because this is still a bread pudding. It's still pretty good. It's just not to that level.
You want to try the Rice Krispie treat?
Why not? Let me do it.
I think it's pretty good. And if you like Rice Krispie treats, even if you get the bread pudding, they brought us both. So if you want one, don't be afraid to ask for me.
Yeah.
Overall, I think that was a pretty decent meal. Definitely better than the last time we were here. I think we'll give our final thoughts outside. But I'm happy.
I also want to show, while we're exiting the restaurant, the grills are being used, which is really great to see. Really sets the atmosphere as well. All right, so we did get outside. What do you think so far?
I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed pretty much everything. I'm really happy to see the chicken similar to how it was before. I'm happy to see the peel and eat shrimp back. It wasn't exactly the same. I don't think it was quite as flavorful as it used to be, but it was still really good. So overall, I'm real happy with everything.
Overall, I thought everything had a lot of flavor. Everything was really good. I think everything lived to that Ohana standard. Last time there were so many things that were really like less quality, and I feel like everything this time really lived up to it. And I was very happy with everything. Really good experience.
Yeah.
Definitely an improvement. And it's kind of funny. I mean, The only thing that really changed were the 2 meats, I think. But that made such a big difference on the meal. The casserole was just very bland. The chicken was very plain too before. But this time, everything was really good. We got flashbacks of the old chicken, which is great to see. That being said, everything was to that quality. Everything was very good. So I'm going to give it a 3.95. Really, really good. And I don't think it's to the old, exactly where the old one was, but definitely, I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they kept this menu. I think it was really good.
I think really what it boiled down to last time and why we gave it such a low score is because you were getting so little for such a high price.
Yeah.
And now you're getting I feel like you're getting a lot more for your money. You're getting some really good chicken, all you want. You're getting some good shrimp. And before with the casserole, there were like a few shrimp scattered
like one
around.
or two in that huge thing.
But now you've got a lot of shrimp. A lot more this time. So I think you're really getting a better bang for your buck now. The only things that I can really complain about, like I said, the shrimp wasn't as good as it used to be. It was still pretty good, but not as good. The other thing is they still haven't brought back the dipping sauce that they used to give you.
Oh, that's very true,
They had like a peanut dipping sauce that they used to give you that you could dip your meats in. And I used to dip the pot stickers in them. That was really good. They haven't brought that back yet. And there was some kind of other sauce they gave you for the meats that was really nice too. I wish they would bring those back. That would definitely get my score. And then also the dessert. I wish they would bring it back. The banana Foster's caramel sauce and the old bread. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. I think it was a major improvement from last time. I think I'm going to give it a 3.8.
Yeah. I think as far as the bread goes, it was weird because on the website, it did say that they have just normal Ohana bread with,
I'm wondering if maybe just they don't have it yet. Because all they had left was the scones. So maybe they're just waiting until everything else is gone. Because they did still have some of the sausage. So maybe it's just some growth pains in between. Overall, I think it was really good. I think I would probably come back for this.
I would definitely, but overall, I'm really glad. I think Ohana is back. I think I'd say that. Ohana is back here at the Polynesian, and it is real Ohana. I think this isn't some imposter. This isn't some phony. It is a real Ohana meal, which I'm really happy for. So, that being said, I'm very satisfied with this. So, and just for reference though, if anyone wanted to watch the original video, I know we referenced some parts to it. We'll link the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching though. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks again. So as usual, I'm Goo.
I'm Matt.
And you're you. And we both wish a goo to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys next video, or whenever you see you guys. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween.